So it's DJ Double right here. I'm here with Kid Ink. How you doing, bro? Welcome to the country.
Chilling, man. Pleasure, man. Thank you for having me.
So listen, you ain't always been called Kid Ink.
No.
So since the last name, it was Rockstar, right?
Yes.
How has the music changed from then till now?
The music's changed really because, when I took the Kid Ink route, I kind of focused more just on writing, man, and being an artist. When I was Rockstar, I was producing and kind of writing, but the production side was kind of the first, step, to anything. Every time I, went to music, it was I'm gonna make a beat first and then probably write a hook to it or write a verse or try to sell it to somebody else. And, when I started, being Kid Ink, it was more so just about being an artist and not really worrying about producing, my own beats and stuff like that.
Just focusing on you.
Yeah, just focusing on, being a lyricist a little bit more, man.
Cool, man. So listen, congratulations on the
Appreciate it.
success of Show Me, bruv.
Yeah.
It's gone mad. How's life changed since that blew up?
It's a little less. I have a little less personal life now. Of course, it's the song spread and it's reached so many different areas and people that I didn't reach before in different spots. So it's certain areas where I thought I could walk around, nobody would know who I am. It's not that case anymore, man. I gotta deal with being Mr. Show Me.
Kind of got to hide in the daytime as well, no?
Right. Yeah. It's cool. It's the Bat Gang lifestyle.
Yeah. So, really, you came onto my radar kind of, I think, early 2012. I heard Hell and Back.
Okay, yeah, man.
That was the
huge.
first time that really I was aware of you. And when I really started paying attention to what you was doing, I really liked the record.
Yeah.
So, since then, because obviously that wasn't too long ago, for me, you blew
Right.
up quick. Fucking fast.
Right.
Is it the same for you, or have you been grinding for a minute?
At first I felt like I had been grinding for a minute, but then I had to step back and really understand that it's a difference between being an artist and a producer, man. And even though I've been producing since I was 16 years old, I was only an artist for about, since 2008, if that, where I was really taking it serious. So it wasn't that long of a time, that I felt like, of course, that I made it to this success, but me wanting more always bothered me, sitting back and being like, oh man, these are my peers, I can make just as good as music as these people or really submit the same type of records, but I don't have that, backing to do that kind of stuff. So of course I wanted stuff to move a little faster, but I appreciate, everything now and just accept the patience,
Yeah, of course. So the album, My Lane,
Yeah.
My Own Lane, sorry. It's out there now.
Yes, out now.
And obviously you've got a back catalogue of mixtapes and albums and stuff.
Yeah.
What's the difference between making an album as an independent artist to making it under a major label?
I think the biggest difference, man, is, just thinking about, it's all the people there, that are now putting, money behind your business, behind you, their opinions and ideas. And I feel like at first, you kind of have to figure it out and meet in the middle with it and understand the creative opinions and the business of it all. But, it's really got to the point where I proved myself so much with the label before that they gave me a lot of creative freedom in the studio. So I feel like the recording process, the only difference was I was, got to work in a big studio instead of working at home in the closet or in the room, with my own setup. And, I got bigger production and I just had to, I think, grow but still figure out how to keep Kid Ink, as an independent artist. I think I didn't want to do the whole I signed to a major label and I switched and everything is completely different, that people get scared of.
Yeah, of course. It's dope that you got the creative control over the project as well.
Yeah, that's why I think it's just because I waited, man. I had a situation where I could have, signed early and I said, nah, I'm going to wait, release my own independent project and get that, freedom just from showing and proving everything we could do without the label,
I hear that, man. The album's packed full of wicked collabs.
Appreciate it.
Are these people that you've connected with yourself, or is it because you've been on a major label that's helped you to make the network?
Not the network and like all these people I've met, had shows with, been on the road with, been in the studio with before already, or, just they lived in the city or their friends had already, tried to connect us or they reached out personally. And I think the only thing that the label really helps with as far as the features for me on this album is, of course, the people are a little bit more acceptive to getting the records done because they know, first, I'm going to get a check. And second, if I'm on this record, then it's probably going to, get released. They're going to put something behind it. It's not going to be wasted. To where when you're an independent artist, I got a lot of features from some of these same people before, but stuff gets wasted when it's not promoted right or it just swept under the rug because some people just didn't hear it. If I, had a record independently with Tyga and 2 Chainz produced by DJ Spins, who's like one of the hottest producers in the South, right now that would have been a single, but you know, since I
yeah.
released it back when I was independent, it just got overlooked, and stuff like that happens all the time. I feel like to independent artists.
Didn't have the backing, the push there.
Right, you know, it didn't get there. A lot of people missed it. You know, that's really what it is.
Is there anyone that you reached out to touch the album that kind of parred it, that didn't really?
I think one record. Well, it was R Kelly was at the time was recording his album, and it was some just. We had records that we were supposed to get done, and he had sent me records, and I had sent him records, and then it was just so much going on with the recording process of both albums, and then touring, and we just didn't get these records done on time for the project, I think. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man. Same thing with Pharrell, man. It was just including, you know, he got so crazy and busy at that time after all the singles and movies he was doing. It was like hard to get back in the studio in the same city, you know, on tour and finish records, you know, instead of emailing back and forth, which is not really as cool, you know.
No, of course. It's a shame, man. Pharrell and Kid Ink would have sounded dope together.
It's not over. You know, we still got 3 songs. They just got to be, you know, produced better. You know, it's just like we got the records finished, and we just want to touch them up and make sure that they're crazy, not just, you know, regular Pharrell and Kid Ink records. You know?
Nice. So you tweeted about showing me the remix.
Yeah.
You asked the fans who they wanted on the remix.
Yeah,
What I want to know from you is, who do you want on the remix?
You know, for the remix, man, I think I definitely want people who are rocking with the record. You know, and when I tweeted this, funny, I got a couple even just responses from just some artists too at the same time. You know, like Trey and stuff like that. And I think, you know, and 2 Chainz retweeted it, and you know, I saw just the fans knocking out. You know, we want Wiz, we want Nicki, we want this and this and that. And I thought it was a you know, cool, dope thing. But I got a lot of stuff already done for the remix, man. I'm just, you know, teasing them.
I'm intrigued, man. I'm intrigued. Tell me something.
Yes. Can't, man. I can't tell you the for sures yet. We gotta wait. I got some the thing is, I got a lot of verses done.
Yeah.
And we gotta see what, you know what I'm saying, we keep. That's really what it is. It's about, you know, I don't want to do a remix with a 6-minute song, you know.
No, I hear that, man. I hear that.
Yeah.
If there's anyone dead or alive out there, I call it the ultimate collaboration. Who would you most like to work with on the track, dead or alive?
Right now, man, I really want to get in the studio and work with Mace. I feel like that was an artist I looked up to a lot growing up, you know, and it was a situation where, you know, Mace kind of had his time and left a little earlier than expected, but still, you know, has a crazy impact on the hip-hop game right now, which a lot of people kind of ignore, and I think I'm still into that, man.
A lot of people recycling Mace lyrics right now as well.
Right, a lot of people recycling Mace lyrics, songs, beats, flows. This is crazy.
Yeah. All right, so before we cut out, let's talk real quick about the West Coast. Do you think the West Coast sound right now is really running hip-hop? Do you think that's where the best music's coming from?
Man, I don't want to say it's necessarily where the best music's coming from, more so than where it's just a newer sound and a newer grind that people weren't expecting, because the West was trapped in a box for so long. So it's not really that, you know, we're doing anything special, more so than just stepping out of a box and stepping in from being scared of, you know, sounding like the 90s or sounding like The Game, you know, or, you know, having a specific Dr. Dre sound or, you know, a West Coast sound. I think everyone kind of got over it, and the whole world was waiting for it. So it's more of a thing where everyone is like, finally we get some more West Coast, you know, that doesn't sound like just the West Coast, you know, it's kind of just different. So I think it kind of attracts everybody at the same time, just because it's something new.
Yeah, and it's banging in the clubs as well.
Yeah, man, I can't shout out the bro DJ Mustard, man. We got a lot of stuff in the club, you know, with the bro DJ. He can have a 30-minute to an hour set just of playing his own beats and records, and the whole club is going to go crazy.
So we've been talking about this, right? How long do you think DJ Mustard's sound's going to last? Because obviously he's recycling a lot of sounds. He's banging now.
Right.
How long do you think he's going to go for with the same sounds?
I think, man, because, you know, I personally, you know what I'm saying, rock with DJ Mustard just out of the studio. So, you know, I always just see what's going on, and I see his grind and where his mind's at. And I think with him, it's he works so hard to where it's like he'll knock out 15 beats every 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying, to where it's like, I'm gonna knock out these 15. Of course, some of them might have similar sounds, but it's about, you know, once you get those records done, you know, they're not gonna sound exactly the same, I'm sure, at this point, including with people, you know what I'm saying, trying to make that point where I know for sure that I've gone through Mustard's new beats, and it's a lot of new stuff, man, that sounds nothing like any of the singles, you know, that have come out. So it's just about the time when those people get all over those new tracks that he just start making, man.
Yeah. Nice. All right, so one more thing. You're in the UK right now. Is there any UK artists on your radar who do you know about out here?
Man, last time I was out here, I remember I had some artists on my radar, but I've been so MIA on just everything rocking right now since I've been on just tours and promoting that it's kind of, I got to catch up, man. But what would you say?
There's a few. Krept and Conan are banging right now. You must have heard.
Yeah, I heard them.
Don't Waste My Time. That's definitely one to look out for. There's a lot, man. There's a lot.
I like to check it out, man. I like to be into the, you know what I'm saying, new artists and new things going on because I feel like it keeps me fresh, you know, at the same time. And it's just, you know, I'm also, you know, trying to build the alumni, so we'll just see how it goes, man.
It's popping out here, man. I'm telling you. UK is sounding nice. So what's next for Kid Ink through 2014? What are you doing?
What's next, man, is I'm really just trying to get, you know, of course, more music out there that has, you know what I'm saying, has nothing to do with my project, more so than I'm trying to get, you know, on other people's projects and get features and get hooks and get writing done and stuff that I, you know, because I put 100% into just being a writer and a producer also. And, you know, like I said, putting on just more artists, man. I'm looking to build the alumni.
Nice. Well, it's been wicked kicking it with you, man.
Pleasure, man.
Enjoy your time in the UK.
Definitely.
It's DJ DUBL. I'm with Kid Ink right now. And we're done.
Check out.